doesn't.
Hold on to your butts.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
I got up this morning, put on my shoes, tied my shoes, went to the mirror, put a comb my hair, I made a move, know what to do.
Welcome, everybody. It's the Lotus Cast, live right here on strangelabel.com.
Hey there, how you doing?
We got a big show for you tonight.
We're singing.
We're going to discuss a lot of different things for you. We're going to discuss Joe's trip to New York to see Queens of the Stone Age. We're going to talk about a prank going awry where a guy threw a rock on a truck and killed somebody. And Dave's going to chime in and let us know what's happening in his neck of the woods. But first, let's start by hearing from Adam. Adam, how are you today?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing good. Singing a song. Hey there, Joe. How you doing?
I can't sing, so I will just talk very loudly that I am tired.
You tired, boy?
I'm a tired boy.
Did you call Dave? Dave was like messaging saying, why didn't you call him?
What message? I've not got any message.
It was on Skype.
I don't know. Why can't Dave call me? I was busy. I didn't see these messages.
Here we go.
Joe,
Here we go.
Wake up, grab a brush and put a little makeup. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table?
Is this from something? I don't know what's happening.
Here we go.
Oh, took you so long, you idiot.
Dave is hoodies up tonight. Apparently, in support of Trayvon Martin.
That's also true.
I can
if
wear
there's
a
one
hoodie.
thing I do is support black people.
Only. So what's going on, guys? How you doing? Oh, Joe's hoodie's up now too. I don't even have a hoodie on.
It's cold.
It's a little chilly.
There we go. I got this. Well, we're the Lotus Cast.
Good show, guys.
All right.
Let's
move on. So I was reading before the show.
You can do that?
I can. There's just the stories. Floodgates are opened in Hollywood now. And all these accounts of harassment or abuse. And did you guys hear about the Val Kilmer one?
No. What about
Val? This one's pretty bad. Apparently, Val Kilmer beat this girl. I don't know if she was just an actress or if they were in a relationship. It's Caitlin O'Heaney.
Was this before or after he was fat?
I guess it was during her an audition for The Doors, the movie, in '91, and Ollie Stone was in the room, and they were reading the part, and he slapped her and fell on the ground, and apparently Oliver Stone thought it was funny and just laughed.
It does sound pretty funny. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Was Morrison a woman beater?
O'Heaney alleged that she and Kilmer were arguing while reading a scene for the Oliver Stone movie, and that he struck her in the face. When I got to the room, and Val Kilmer picked me up and shaked me, throwing me down to the floor, Stone just stood there the whole time laughing.
It sounds hysterical.
Man, it's just so many stories. Like, it's.
What does that have to do with like the rest of
She
these?
felt inspired after seeing all of the Weinstein posts.
Weinstein?
Yeah, why isn't it Weinstein?
It should be, just because that's a funnier name.
Why isn't it, like, because wine? It's spelled Stein is spelled the same as wine,
Well,
So
I mean,
it's either Weinstein
why
or
was
Weinstein.
it Anthony Weiner and not Anthony Weiner?
No, listen. He's got the same setup, but in two different halves of his name, right?
Why is Wiener sometimes spelled EI and IE? Who knows? Who really knows?
Why is
But pronounced
Wiener
Wainer.
sometimes
that
have
either.
the suffix slave to it? We don't know.
So, yeah. Well, guys, it's been a good show. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
let's
week.
just-
Go ahead, final thoughts. This bad boy up.
We'll
I'm
see
a
you
tired boy.
later.
I don't know about you guys.
It's been fun.
Yeah, Joe's actually before the show today went on a little mini rant how tired he is and how he's got no time to himself and he needs a vacation, and it ended with him saying, "I'm just afraid that somebody is going to ask me to watch their pets. That's right at the horizon."
Was that true? Did you really say that, Joe?
Yes, but only because I've been watching a lot of Pets recently.
Then say no.
That's what
Sorry, I
told
can't.
I am still watching Pets, in fact, until Saturday.
So the motherfucker being Joe, is locked into watching a cat that apparently
Two
cannot
cats.
be left alone for
Two
a day.
cats.
He stayed in Worcester at these people's home to watch their fucking cats.
I mean, I've done that, but for like over a week, and it's
Well,
because
and
I'd
also-
rather be there.
Yeah, you don't really have transportation. Like
Right.
you would have to take a train all the way into Boston.
Right.
By the way, this has been for a week, so it's not like it was just like a day or two.
Yes, but I don't know.
Do you get naked in front of the pets?
No. I said
Yeah,
that.
sure.
not.
No, I don't even let them into the bathroom.
Why not? That's the best
Wait,
part about
hold on.
being in
Why
a
aren't
place
you
by yourself
being-
is
I've
leaving the door
never
open
I've
when you
never
take a
watched
shit.
a cat before. I don't know what to do with them, so I'm just wary of
But
them.
why aren't you naked in the rest of the house? Like why are
I'm
you only
not.
naked in the bathroom?
I don't
You
want to
just said you.
because I don't know. I like what if they have cameras
Hold
in
on,
the house?
hold on,
Like what if
hold on.
there are
Let's-
nanny cams all over the place? I don't want
Hold
that.
on.
I
Can
don't
we
want that
just
heat.
I wish we could replay what just happened because he said that he won't let the cats in the bathroom, which implied that that's the only place that he's naked. So I said, why are you only naked in the bathroom? He said, I'm not. And then he said that he's not naked in the
No.
rest of the house because there's cameras. So
No.
what the fuck?
I'm not. No, I'm saying I'm not naked in the rest of the house, because I don't know. Maybe there are nanny cams and I don't know where they are. I'm just hoping they're not in the
That's the
bathroom.
only reason.
I don't want to be naked in somebody else's house.
Don't you want people to see?
No.
See, I'm kind of like Adam. If I go into somebody's house and they're not there, I'm rubbing my butthole on their bed.
Yep.
It's the worst thing you do.
Like Joe's bed.
Yeah, remember when Adam rubbed his butthole on your bed?
His photo shoot.
Yeah. Oh man, my balls were all over his pillow.
So then I come to find out that Joe's parents are about to go on vacation. So the pets that he's worried about watching
Or his own.
are his own pets.
No, I'm just saying they're going soon-ish, and I just want to take a little vacation before it happens.
He's got to take a vacation from all his pet sitting.
Yes.
Vacations from all your vacations.
I haven't had a vacation in a long time.
You just went to New York.
For the night.
I mean, that's a getaway.
It's not a getaway. But it was a 5-hour commute back. I mean, it was just like a frustrating work day.
But didn't you go to New York last weekend too?
For the weekend, yeah, I didn't take any days off.
So that's another getaway.
You need to take days off.
Yeah, well, it's not like a vacation where I'm still going to work 5 days and then, I'm going to New York and then coming back. It's just this stuff was planned months ago, and now it's just sort of all hitting at once.
I'm stuck on the part where you could say, no, I can't watch your cat.
I don't know.
But you know he's a pushover.
I'm sorry that I do things for my friends when they ask me to do something for them.
Okay,
Adam.
that's not.
Joe, I'm not going on vacation, but would you mind watching my dog?
You know I would if you actually asked me to, Matt. So
No, I'm legitimately asking.
Uh-huh.
Can you watch my dog for the week next week?
not for the week, no.
I can't walk him, and I'm going to tell the girls not to walk him, and that you're going to take care of it for the week.
No, because if that happens, I don't think you'd have the dog.
Dude, I really, honestly, it's just been kind of like a headache. I could really use a week off.
Yeah, me too. And I literally just told you that.
Do you let your own doggy
I know,
see
but
you
can you
naked?
help me out?
Do you let your own doggy see you naked?
They have, yeah.
You ever let them lick your penis?
No, God, no.
Why not?
Have you thought about it?
No, I've not thought about it either.
But it could be like, just imagine it's a girl.
I'm not having my dogs lick my penis. Imagining it's something else. No.
All right, then just
You
imagine it's a dog and enjoy
No.
it.
just
I
let
don't-
them.
No. I'm not
You
going to
can
do
let
either
them
of that.
just lick the taint area while you jerk off.
That's true. It's basically like the bidet.
Or I could just sit on the bidet and then be clean afterwards.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It's basically like it. It's not the same.
So Joe also, I guess he went to go see the Queens of the Stone Age.
I did.
How was the show?
Pretty much what you would expect. It was a band playing in a big stadium.
Sounds like you had a great time.
Yeah, that's some insight right there.
I had never been to a concert at Madison Square Garden, but
What is?
I just wish I could get
Oh, it's pretty much what you would expect.
yeah, it's just like if you've been to a concert before and there was a
They
band
played that one
performing
song
on
from Madden
stage,
2004.
Have you been out in public before? Yeah, that's about what you'd expect.
it's the same thing. It's just there were some different songs.
I mean, you've been to concerts before.
So every band that you've ever seen is the same. Every concert you've ever been to is
Well,
the
no,
same.
because
they're just replaced by different bands.
I anticipated this
playing
question,
They're
so
different people.
I noticed
playing
this
different
other
melodies.
difference was, at Gillette where they had like the big screens so you could see people from the distance.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't have that here. It was just the band on the stage.
Oh wow! And I bet it was inside instead of.
Yes, it was
Outside.
inside. It was inside. There was, I think it was some sort of sports arena because there was one of those big sign.
I think it's some sort of sports arena.
Yeah, because it has that hockey window that's at the top of the ice rink. You know what I'm talking about, Dave? With the
I have
screens?
no idea what a hockey window is.
It's got the screens. There's 4 screens on each big cube.
Oh,
It is in the middle of the ice rink up on the ceiling, so everybody can see stuff.
The big
the
scoreboard type
hockey
thing?
window.
Yeah, the hockey window.
Wait, were
Window?
you out on the ice watching this concert?
No, it wasn't the ice. You know that like hard metal stuff that we were standing on in Gillette when we saw Metallica? It was that same stuff.
The hard metal stuff.
Oh,
Because I
You haven't described this at all.
I had general admission. Like we were on the floor standing. And it was pretty sold. It wasn't sold out, but it was pretty packed in there.
it's almost like you weren't even there.
No, I have photos for proof.
Did you grope any women?
I did not.
Oh.
Surprisingly,
Men?
wasn't as many.
You think Joe sent a surrogate in his place?
No, I have pictures from it,
He was busy watching a cat.
and I sent you a snap.
Yeah. How could you possibly go to New York if you were watching a cat?
I sent you some snaps from it.
Maybe your surrogate sent me snaps from it.
That's true.
But I had a good time. There were some good songs, and
You said you went with your sister, and I didn't
Yeah.
see any pictures of your sister.
I could text you one.
From the concert?
I'll take it.
Or just a general one?
Both.
Is she nude?
She is not.
Did
But
you grow up your sister?
I did not grow up my sister.
Did you hug her?
She hugged me during the concert. She said she was so excited because she loves Queens of the Stone Age.
Did she pat you on the butt?
Have you ever woken up cuddling your sister when you share a bed?
No, we didn't share a bed. She likes to sleep in hot, humid temperatures, and I slept in the living room with the air conditioning on.
Naked?
No.
Have your balls ever been out in your sister's place?
Yeah, in the shower.
Outside of the bathroom?
No.
Do you let her lick your penis?
No. Why are these the only questions you guys have?
What if you rub some peanut butter on it?
No.
Have you
why?
ever let your
My
sister
sister
lick your
doesn't even
taint
like
while you
peanut
jerked
butter.
off?
No.
It's basically the same as a bidet.
She does have a bidet, and I gave her a bidet for Christmas, and she had never opened it. I found it in her room, still in the box.
Aw.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
Were you
Does
upset?
that upset you?
A little bit, yeah, because I gave one to my brother for Christmas too, and I found it in the box still at his Cape house, so I know he's not even letting his guests use it.
So did you say, her name's Mia, right?
Yeah.
Did you say, Mia, I see you haven't been washing your ass?
I didn't. I was just like, Mia, there's the bidet I gave you under your desk, and she's a hoarder. It turns out my sister's a hoarder.
She's like, yeah, I like a dirty asshole.
Yeah, she didn't open a bidet, so she's a hoarder.
My whole
Yeah, what?
family, no, she really was a hoarder though, like because her room was a packed pigsty. But my whole family is afraid of the bidet. My parents won't.
Yeah,
they won't use mine.
Most people are afraid of it.
Yeah, my parents won't use mine. My brother and sister think it's weird. They won't try it. I'm just like, let give yourself a couple squirts, see how you feel.
Most
you
people
shower? Like,
that
do
I've
you-
had a conversation with about the bidet are freaked out about the bidet.
I like when like dudes that are stupid think it's like gay.
Oh, of course.
It's awesome.
You know,
It's like, you
there's a lot of
fucking
them out
retard.
there.
What do you do when you shower?
I remember when I told my sister about the bidet, I told my parents about the bidet, and all of their reaction is that their son is a fairy.
Well, I mean,
So.
I don't know. So like, I sent them a video of the bidet in action
That's weird.
with not with
wait,
anybody
no.
sitting on it, with just like
Yeah.
you
So
turn it on
he-
and then the
he
water
filmed
hits.
himself on the bidet
No.
and sent it to everybody. Look, guys, this is how it works. First, you shit, and then you
That's probably
sprit.
why they weren't interested.
But they were afraid of it because they saw how far the water shot from the toilet and it was hitting the wall. So
Oh, Joey sent us another picture of his uncut dick.
hmm
no, I didn't send them a picture of that.
The video.
No, but I did send them a video of the bidet in action, and I said this could be your butt if your butt
That's
were sitting
strange.
here.
That's tempting.
But I try to get everybody to try it. So people need to know the wonders of the bidet.
Did they use the squatty
Hey,
potties?
Mom, come use my bidet.
Yeah. They can't even get around the squatty potty. Matt got me a squatty potty a couple years ago, and people won't even try that one. I don't know why.
I just don't like personally. I don't find using squatty potties when I would shit at either of your places. Not that I've shot at Joe's current place.
Remember
I don't
that
think.
time that you had to come back to my
I
house?
destroyed your toilet. But
You
anyway,
called me. Like
Yeah,
I
I did.
was just sitting
like
on the couch.
it was bad. Like I had to really just like I had to evacuate. It was bad. But anyway, yeah, if I had that shape of a stool at my toilet so I could use it consistently, I would probably like it, but I don't like it when it's just a one-off thing. You
I
know?
will say sometimes it's a poop emergency, and I forget it's there until after I poop. Like it's coming out of you, like you're turtle heading, and you're trying to get to the toilet, and then you just barely make it in time, and then you're just like, oh, my squatty potty, this could have come out of me better, and so I don't always get to use it when I poop, but it's nice.
You get it all over your dick,
No,
and then you have to let your dog lick it off.
no, that's not what happens.
Do you ever lick your dog's dick?
No. Why would I do
What
that?
if, Joe, if your dog was bit on the dick by a venomous snake?
I mean,
would
I guess I
you-
would have to, but I'm not going to. Right in this.
What if somebody's
Wait, hold
dog
on.
that you're watching was bit on the dick by a venomous snake?
Wait, you
Well,
just
then-
hear what he said.
not-
He was not. He would have to, but he's not going to.
I can always just get like a shop vac. I don't have to use my mouth.
A shot back?
Yeah. Everybody has a shop vac readily available.
That's true. They really put those rabbis out of business.
Wait, hold on. If you were on like a hike with your dog,
My dog doesn't hike. I don't hike.
what if we were like on a hike and I got bit in the dick by a
I don't
snake?
know. I hope there is cell phone service.
But there isn't.
You are quicker to suck on your dog's dick than Matt's?
Well, Matt's not an emergency. He's already got kids. What if my dog wants to have puppies later?
Yeah, I would want you to get down there and just make those.
His life
don't
is
like
in
that.
danger, Joe. You have to save his
Matt's
life.
life is
I
not
know.
in danger. It's just his penis that's in danger.
I know, and the bite made my penis just turgid.
Well, yeah. What if? Okay, so and like before
Swollen
that,
now.
no. But the thing is, before that, what you'd want to do is you'd want to get Matt hard, so then the blood stays in his dick and doesn't circulate into his system with all the venom.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the
So you
blood
have to
just
make
gonna
sure he's
fall
hard
out through
first.
the snake bite holes?
And then you're gonna have to get down there and go.
I have
Right,
to
so
make
you'd
the
have to
noises
make
on
sure he's
top of
hard.
it.
Well, I assume those
How
are the
else
noises.
do you do it?
Do you swallow the venom or spit it?
No, you got to spit it out. You'll swallow the cum afterward.
Yeah.
I can't have both in my system. I don't want the venom in my system.
Well, he doesn't want to spoil that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to spoil that tasty treat. He doesn't want to let that gold go to waste.
Can you imagine? Is this scenario more unlikely, or the scenario where Matt and I went on a hike together?
I don't know. You could be. Maybe you move to L.A. and he comes to visit you. The snake's out there.
Yeah, but like, isn't it more unbelievable that Matt and I went on a hike together than Matt got bit by a snake and I had to suck the poison out?
Well, I mean, I could see us going on a hike. I mean, you come out to visit me, and I'm like, hey, let's go kayaking.
You've never said that.
I understand, but it could happen. Jesus Christ.
You've never said that.
I've never been bit by a snake before either. God damn it, Joe.
Maybe Matt asked you on a hike just to lure you into this situation.
Right.
There was a
It
snake
was his
already
own
there.
snake.
Yeah, he planted the snake.
It's just like
I would do that.
there's
honestly.
a basket of snakes that we just walked by.
I would plan this out with Dave. He'd help.
Mhm.
He would.
I'd find some Indian people to like snake charm them.
All right. He'd throw the snake at my dick.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I think I'd be onto the ruse if the snake charmer is just playing a flute.
But
Making
you would
this-
still let Matt's dick die?
Right.
Well, Dave, you're there too. You could hop in. We could tag
Yeah,
team
I'm not
it.
gonna do that.
Well, you don't know Dave's there.
Yeah, but see, I have the ability to say no. Like, if somebody asked me to watch their cat tomorrow, I would say no.
See, that's why nobody would ask you to watch their cat tomorrow.
But
Because they know you won't do it.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, like if Adam said, "Dave, can you watch my cat tomorrow?" You would.
And if I could or
he-
wanted to, I would. But I don't always want to, and I have the ability to say no.
I don't
Sorry.
think that's true. I think people won't ask you because they know that you won't do it.
What if you didn't want to, but I said I'll pay you $50 a day?
Well, then yes, I'm going
Then
to
I
do
would
it.
do it.
What if I got bit by a snake in the dick and I said, I'll give you $50 per suck?
Ooh,
Well, then I'd probably make it longer, so I get more money.
that's interesting.
Wait, does sucking to completion count as one suck?
How
Or,
long is
like,
one
each-
suck? Is it like a second?
Mm.
Yeah. See, and then yeah, I'll do a lot.
You just really like making that noise.
It's my favorite
for
noise.
$50 a sound.
Oh, that's weird. Did you guys hear the story about the kids that threw the rock over the overpass and killed the guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were denied bail, which I'm not sure I agree with them being denied bail.
Well, Dave,
didn't know they were denied
they
bail.
could go back and throw a rock again.
Right, it's just like the bail is.
You think that's what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
You think these kids?
Well, that's why you would deny bail in that situation, is because they are still a threat of some kind, you know.
or they're a flight risk.
Yeah, exactly. But these are, I don't know. I feel like
These are kids who live in Michigan, so they're not a flight risk. Where are they going to go?
it's just weird.
Yeah.
Do you think this
But
is
there
due
are
to the
plenty
water?
of rocks in Michigan, especially in a town named Flint, which is named after a rock.
So if you don't know what this story is, five teenagers from Michigan have been charged with second-degree murder after being accused of throwing a rock off an overpass that killed a guy. So they were playing a game where they're just at the overpass throwing rocks over it just to hit the trucks and cars driving underneath. And they got a 6-pound rock that they
Big rock.
chucked over the overpass. And a guy, Kenneth White, who was 32, was a passenger in a van that was traveling along I-75, and it smashed through the windshield, fatally injuring him. I guess it came through the windshield and fractured his skull. He had brain damage, some other cuts and stuff. He lost consciousness almost immediately, and then I think died. Did he die in the hospital, or did he die shortly thereafter?
I don't know if he died in the hospital or not, but yeah, he's dead.
What'd they charge them with? Was it manslaughter or
Second degree?
Yeah, they're charging him with second degree.
See, the
murder.
headline is sort of misleading because when you think of kids throwing rocks from an overpass, you think like small pebble, not pebbles, but like, nothing that's 6 pounds or higher. That's almost like a little mini boulder.
Well, I'm sure this sounds like one of those things that probably started off as, like, it started off with the little rocks, like they were just throwing rocks off, and then finally they get to the point where like, oh man, let's chuck this huge 6-pound rock. But I guess they've actually been throwing worse stuff than that. Police said the group threw a tire and about 20 rocks, one weighing up to 20 pounds, off the overpass that night, damaging several vehicles. After throwing the rock that killed.
Don't overpasses always have like a big tall fence?
Some of them do, man. Not all of them do.
I don't know. I've never seen any around here that don't.
No, not all of them do.
I mean, those are easy enough to get rocks over.
They're pretty tall fences, and a 20-pound rock isn't easy to throw.
I thought he said 6 pounds.
Dude, there's a lot of overpasses that don't, like, not necessarily what you're thinking of there, but there's a couple exits that. I
can't think of any.
I can think of the one off of 495 going to Marlboro, exit 23. You've got a really good. You can throw shit right over the side onto the road, no problem.
Oh yeah, isn't that one just like Jersey barriers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you could hang out over there and just throw shit over. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it. You guys want to get together?
Yeah.
Later.
What I don't get after
snakes.
this is why they decided to I killed a guy, let's go to McDonald's.
I don't think
they killed a guy.
Yeah, they probably didn't know they killed somebody. They probably saw like the truck pull over, and then we're like, "Oh shit, let's get out of here."
Yeah.
And and just took off.
Yeah,
to
but you have to
McDonald's.
know
I don't think
something bad happened when you throw a rock of that size and it smashes, it shatters a windshield.
Well, I know, but if a car is traveling on I-75, they're probably going about 75 miles an hour, 70, 75. You're going to hear something smash, and then the truck's going to pull over, slam on the brakes.
To hang out. Like, oh man, I wonder if I just killed somebody.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, it's weird to say like I feel bad for these kids because they killed somebody. I feel bad for these kids for how stupid they are. Like they're just doing dumb kid shit.
Right. That's why I think denying them bail is kind of weird in this situation.
I mean, I think like the 17-year-old is a couple weeks away from being 18. He's going to jail for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can. Do you think this is second-degree murder? Second-degree murder has intent with malice aforethought. But
but dude, they were
kind of intended when you're throwing rocks at cars.
It's kind of like I don't think they went into it. I don't think they intended to kill somebody, but it's kind of like, all right, if I'm like right now, if I said I'm going to throw 6-pound rock over an overpass in a road, something bad's going to happen. Like, I don't think the intent is murder, but it's kind of like, well, let me take this gun and, just blindly fire it, hoping I don't hit anybody. And then when it comes out that I did.
How was I to know?
But, I mean, these kids' fucking lives are, that's it, man. Like, they're going to have this following them around.
But let's not pretend like they aren't like old enough to know what they were doing. Like, you're making it seem like, those kids, they didn't know what they were doing, and now it's going to ruin their life.
Quite.
No, I think they knew what they were doing. I just, again, I did stupid shit when I was a kid. Like, nothing to the degree where I was throwing fucking, 20-pound rocks or tires over overpasses. But
yeah, there's a difference
shit.
though between doing stupid shit and then like causing harm to people. Like, you have to know, like, even if that rock didn't kill a guy, you're like literally destroying somebody's car while you're dropping rocks.
Pellet guns at fucking trucks that drove by. Me and my friends, we would shoot pellet guns at trucks.
You never threw a snowball at a car, Joe?
No, Dave, I didn't.
That's weird.
Well, Joe.
But
didn't
then you
have any
think about it,
friends.
like if you're shooting a fucking pellet gun, like, what if the guy had his window down and I shot it right at hits him in the head and he goes off the side of the road and dies.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's not like you
Yeah.
didn't know what you were doing wasn't bad. These kids
That's
knew
not
what they were
what
doing is
he's.
bad.
That's not what is being said. They understand.
Right.
Yes, we know that, but I don't think they fully grasp the consequence that, oh shit, I might kill somebody. It's like, oh, I might like bang up somebody's car, you know?
I threw rocks at cars once, and the first time I hit one was the last time I ever threw rocks at cars.
Yeah, but like, if you're throwing rocks at
happened?
cars, are you purposely going to grab, 6-pound plus rocks to throw at cars?
Yeah, but that's
or
just
are you
a matter of escalation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
I was
the
just
game.
throwing like
exactly.
little pebbles, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
that's the
it's
penis
not
game
like
with
you're
rocks,
going to
Joe.
pick up. Yeah, I get that, Dave. It's not like you're going to pick up a 6-pound rock and be like, oh, this thing seems like a good one to throw at a car. You would grab the smaller ones.
yeah.
No, I think, again, like Dave just said, it's escalation. It starts off small. There's no consequence. It's funny. You hear the little ping of the rock, and it's like, ooh, I want to make a louder sound. I want to cause a little bit more ruckus. And it just, okay. And then by the end of it, you're,
In
throwing
jail.
cops for murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in jail for murder. I mean, I'm not really defending them.
Well, it sounds like you are.
I guess I'm not defending their actions. Obviously, I think they deserve whatever comes to them. They killed somebody. Like, they
Yeah.
fucking killed some.
I mean, I can
There's-
understand the
yeah.
stupidity that led to this.
Well, yeah,
It's the
I get
it's
that. I'm just saying,
potentially
let's
going to
not
be too harsh of a punishment.
let's not wash their own hands of this because like they
I'm
knew.
not saying that.
That's not
Yeah.
anything that's happening.
I'm not saying that they should wash their hands of it.
We're just saying that potentially the backlash from the public and their actual punishment could be harsher than it should be or could be
Right.
for what the actual thing was. Because I understand, yes, they did something heinous, but that's
I don't think these kids are evil.
yeah.
Right. I don't think
I'm not saying
they
they're
have
evil. I'm just saying that like it's not like they didn't
Murder
in the
in
back of their
hearts.
minds know that throwing a 6-pound rock at something could harm someone. if it
Joe,
hit
let me
them.
put this in perspective for you. How often do you look at your phone when you're driving?
Never,
Never. Okay.
never.
You're constantly looking at your phone while driving. What if one time you hit somebody doing it and you kill them?
It's not like if I were to ever look at my phone while driving, which I don't, because never.
You do all the time.
I don't.
You do.
It's not like I don't know that's not a consequence of it, Dave. That's not perspective. I know that that's a thing that can happen, and I know if I were
And
to,
so
which
do
I
they.
don't.
They know that it's a thing that could happen, but it's not something that occurs to them because it's. I mean, you doing that is equally, if not more dangerous than them throwing rocks.
I don't look at my phone except when it's stopped, Dave.
You
So
look at your phone constantly when
I
you're driving.
do not.
Except when he needs
And
to
you have no
find a new
proof.
song or if someone sends him a text message. Matt and Chad is right.
When was the last time
Kids
you
might
used
be
both of
evil.
your hands on your steering wheel instead of holding your phone? Actually,
don't
no.
hold my
Since
phone.
you got your mount, since you got that mount for your car, but before that, you constantly had your phone in your hand while driving.
It's just like a fidget thing, like a
Playing-
fidget spinner.
Playing Pokemon Go.
I've never Pokemon Go'd in general.
Jeez, Joe. Why are you defending
That's all
yourself
he
so?
did was drive around and play Pokemon Go.
I
Like, he used to make
never
special
do that.
trips.
Where?
You used to make special trips
No, I didn't.
around
To where?
Medway.
Instead of walking anywhere.
Yeah,
No, I never made special trips in Medway for that.
dude. I just the thing is, you're gonna say that, and then I'm gonna be forced to go back 2 years in our fucking chat and see where we've talked about it. Like, because I used to tell you, oh yeah, I drove
I made
around
fun
through
of you
here.
constantly.
Dave, that's because Dave cheated from home and walked around
Yeah.
Medway.
Which is the same as you driving. That is also considered cheating in the game.
Not if you drive under 20 miles an hour, then it's considered legal in the
You got to
game.
make a fucking excuse.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get the JFK files.
Some of them released, but a fair amount of them were held because of national security.
What does that
Wait,
mean?
they did release some?
Yeah.
This thing happened like 50 plus years ago. Why What national security could there be
Tactics.
left?
Agent names.
But aren't they dead at this point?
It doesn't matter.
So are you saying there's no point in the future where they would ever release this?
I bet George Bush Sr. is involved with it. Do we know who did it?
George
I
Bush Sr.
don't think so. No. I don't. Well, I mean, yes, we do know who did it. We don't know who
It was Chester Copperpot.
possibly is included in these other papers.
The conspiracy?
The conspiracy that runs deep. Do you think there's a conspiracy, Dave, around the JFK murder?
In what context? Like other details that we didn't like. Yes, there are things that we don't know. I don't think that somebody.
Do you think
else
there's a
killed him.
government cover up and that the CIA really did all this and there was a second shooter? And
No. I think it's
did you not see JFK?
possible. I mean, I'm not going to say no, it's impossible that happened, but I don't think that because it's useless to be thinking that. It doesn't get you anywhere.
But it's fun to think about.
It is funny how people still like anytime conspiracies come up, that's like it always leads to that conversation. Like, you know, if you have that 9/11 conversation or whatever it is, it always comes back to JFK. Like, oh man, JFK, you can't deny that. That's what they always say. Oh, you can't deny whatever happened with JFK.
What is anybody denying that he died?
No, I'm saying like you can't deny that it's suspicious what happened. They always try to tie it back in. Like the guy, there's people at work, and it's not even just people at work. I've encountered them, honestly, my whole life, where you have a conversation about like 9/11, or you have the conversation about the fucking what was the Connecticut school, Newtown?
Sandy Hook.
Yeah. It's just somehow always, you know, like, because I always discredit all of it. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, you know, I start arguing with them or start having a conversation and just be like, a lot of these conspiracies don't make sense. And then they always go back, well, I mean, what about JFK? Like, that's just, it's always stuck out like a sore thumb to everybody.
Yeah, but is anything really going to satisfy them until they release those secret ones that Dave says that they're keeping for themselves? Well,
even then, it wouldn't satisfy them. Even then, there is no satisfying people that are conspiracy theorists.
They'll never be happy.
I always actually
unless they get to see it with their own eyes.
No, even then they won't because
like what?
It's just this is fake. It's like you can make infinite excuses for infinite bullshit, and none of it matters.
Like, I was just thinking that about other conspiracy theories. Like, what is it? There's no way for you to ever feel vindicated that you are the person that uncovers the conspiracy theory because it just never gets solved, and everyone's always against it.
Yeah, and then Patrick Stewart tries to drug you from his wheelchair,
and then you bite his nose off. When
you have to bite his nose.
Yeah.
What about
now he knows
Section 31?
What about?
Do you think the moon landing's a conspiracy?
No.
I hear that one a lot.
Yeah, I like that
What
one.
if we go back to the moon and there's no moon landing site? Well, then you believe it's a conspiracy?
No.
What the fuck kind of question is that?
Like, no, like if you go there and like the lander's not there and the flag's not there.
Okay. I mean,
it's obvious, Joe. Aliens took it.
Oh, okay. So the conspiracy continues.
Yes. You heard Dave. It just gets deeper. You gotta keep. It's like an onion.
You have to keep peeling layers.
Yeah.
Maybe it blew away on the harsh winds of the moon's surface.
There's no wind on the moon, Joe.
There is. There's a very thin atmosphere on the moon.
The Sea of Tranquility was actually named like Iceland and Greenland. It's the opposite.
Yeah. Because of all the harsh winds.
All those harsh space winds.
There are space winds. It's called solar wind.
Matt in the chat room is saying there's more obvious conspiracies than JFK, the Gulf of Tonkin, Operation Northwoods. He's starting to sound like...
but when you say obvious
Jesse
conspiracy,
Ventura.
isn't that an oxymoron?
I know.
The flat Earth conspiracy is the most annoying one. I think. Just how do you go through life
Sometimes
believing that the Earth
Maps
is
are flat, Joe.
sometimes I start to like I see people posting about flat earthers, and I'm like they're just not, those people aren't real. There are no real flat earthers. And then they just like, I can't tell if they're just trolling. Are they just doing it to try to get a rise out of everybody? Because there's no way, right, that anybody thinks the Earth is actually flat.
But like some random celebrities believe it, and it's bizarre. Like
What celebrities believe that?
Like that basketball player.
The basketball player, yeah, because they were saying like he really needs, like he influences too many young children by tweeting about his dumb flat Earth conspiracy.
And see, I always think that it's like he's got to be trolling too. Like that he cannot legitimately think that that's real. Like he's just a drugged up basketball player.
But the ship never leaves the horizon.
But yeah, but like they go on to YouTube and they go on like Google and they'll just find all of these websites that use fake science to somehow explain that
Fake
the
science
Earth
isn't a thing.
That the Earth is really flat.
Again, fake science is an oxymoron. That's not a thing.
No,
I mean,
it's just like they don't understand.
pseudoscience.
They don't understand how science works, and so they use it to prove things that aren't actually happening. Like the reason why you don't see the curve on the horizon. Like they don't understand why that you can't see that from your perspective.
It's because your eyes are curved too. Duh.
Well, that's probably on the website, on the YouTube video.
I mean, the word conspiracy has like a notation.
Bunch
behind
of
it
letters in it.
where
Yeah,
you,
I
where
know,
you
it's
think
weird.
it's like, oh, it has to be something crazy, but it really just means like any group of people getting together to do something.
But that guy, the basketball player, he is rich enough where he could literally charter a flight that takes him around the world, and he could see that it never ends. Like it doesn't. There's no cliff at the end where all the water is just spilling off. He could prove this himself, and yet he just chooses to believe that it's flat Earth.
He could literally put a stick in the ground in his front yard and prove the same thing.
Adam, do you think that the government is covering up aliens?
No. Well, they're definitely covering up illegal Mexicans.
I don't think they're covering up illegal Mexicans.
But not extraterrestrials.
Really? You don't think
Dave?
that Roswell is a thing?
Yeah, Roswell
Do you have a
is
contrary
a real place.
belief?
No. I have,
Joe?
No, I have
What?
absolutely no beliefs about anything.
Do you have a contrary
especially
belief? Do you
not
think the
that.
government is covering up contact with extraterrestrials?
Yes, because there are too many unexplained weather balloon incidents. Like, why don't we have control of our own weather balloons? Like, are we supposed to believe that we just have terrible weather scientists?
See, what Joe is doing now is what I think all the flat earthers are doing.
Yeah.
Like, Joe is actually the perfect flat earther.
No, I don't. I believe that our Earth is round.
No, you're just a walking troll. I'm surprised you don't believe. I think you don't want to go with the flat Earth thing because people just think you're stupid, and you don't want people to think you're stupid.
But thinking aliens are real makes you sound smart.
Right.
I see.
He only goes with the smart conspiracies.
Right. That's the smart conspiracy?
Oh, are you saying it's the dumb one? So you don't actually believe it? What is it, Joe?
I don't know what
Are
to
you walking
believe.
around the house naked, or are you not walking
I
around the house
want
naked?
to believe.
Which
I'm
is
not
it?
walking around the house naked because what if they have nanny cams and I don't know where they are? Is there
you
like
just
a
stay in the
tool that will
bathroom?
sniff out nanny cams? Like, is there like some sort of
Just look at
metal
the closet.
That sounds
detector?
terrifying that you're asking that.
Is there like a metal detector for?
Well,
nanny
next time he
cams?
goes to babysit the kids, he's got to be able to have an EMP, a pocket EMP.
Yeah.
You think people are conspiring to see your penis?
Yes, I think that that might be a thing. That somehow you guys found my coworker and contacted him and be like, place these all over your house. Now go away for a week. Tell him that you need him to watch your cats. And then and now all you just have pictures of my penis.
That's actually a reasonable conspiracy theory.
I could understand being paranoid about that because while we wouldn't do that because that is a lot of fucking work.
Right.
And I think
We would think it's hysterical if we did.
Yeah, that is a thought that we would have.
Yeah.
And now that you've put it out in the nether,
Well, that's why I only got naked in the bathroom, because I'm assuming that you'll have at least the gentlemanly courage to leave the bathroom alone.
You know, Matt in the chat is pretty sure you molest kids. Like, I feel like every show in the chat, he's bringing up some, like, different perspective on you being a kid.
I'm not even around kids all that often.
The one we talked about, you taking advantage of the handicapped kids you teach.
I'm not even around kids enough to molest them.
Yeah, thanks for proving me, Dave.
Thank God.
Because they're such easy victims. He doesn't want to say anything?
What?
About molesting easy victims?
I'm not molesting anybody, so.
But there's a conspiracy to prove that you are.
Okay, well, it's not going to get very far because there's nothing to prove.
What if we plant a bunch of child porn in your house?
Michelle says, we all know you molest kids. LOL.
Why are you adding an LOL to that? Is that hilarious?
That's pretty funny.
It is funny. I don't know. I don't know if I want to bring up that whole thing, but it's funny that I can't say cunt to her, but she can accuse Joe of molesting kids. Like, do you realize how terrible that is?
It's more dangerous too.
Yeah.
I know. Like, that's on the internet now. That's for everybody to see.
Forever.
That's damaging. Could ruin Joe's life.
It's true. Nobody will ask him to babysit his cats ever again.
Well, no, he doesn't molest cats.
I don't molest anything.
Would you molest
Except
me?
himself.
Would you
You
molest
do
me?
stay around for a while after shows. We don't know what goes on.
That's true.
He's never molested me.
That would be kind of funny if, Adam just comes out with a report that Joe's been molesting him after all these episodes.
Hashtag me
Why
too.
is Adam letting it happen when he could just leave immediately?
Yeah.
Because he signed an NDA.
Yeah, Adam.
What is
why
Adam
your,
getting
why
out
are
of
your
it, though?
shorts so short? You're just asking for it.
The hole in my pants is just fallen open.
What?
The hole in my pants was open. You can see my penis.
I wonder what Joe's reaction would be right now if Adam was just sitting there with his dick out.
Now, would that,
Like,
if I forced him to molest me, is he still molesting me?
No, that's not. No, then you're molesting me. If you force me to molest you, you're molesting me.
If you're just standing there and I just put my dick in your hand,
That's you molesting me. That's not.
Yeah, that is you.
but you're touching me.
Because you did it. It's not like.
But
It's,
how you can't prove that?
okay.
What if I report you?
Well, yeah, now you're just saying what you can and can't prove. I mean,
Yeah. And now if you report me because you put your dick in my hand, I don't know. I don't think that you couldn't win. You couldn't prove that.
But
I don't know.
how-
Stuff like that works on Bang Bus all the time.
How crazy would that sound in court? Oh, he just put his dick in my hand. Be like, no, he was grabbing me.
I don't know. I guess the court would be at a standstill because there's how do they prove either
court
scenario?
would be at a standstill.
I don't know. It wouldn't even go to court. It would just be like, how can we press charges here? You're both adults.
I mean, an adult can be molested.
Yeah, I know that's adults have all been molested in the Weinstein cases.
Not all. No, there are some accusations of children being involved.
Is there? I haven't heard those.
Yeah, Liquid Logic says, if I trip coming out of the bathroom and I fall and my dick falls in Joe's ass, does that count?
No, this is. Does that count as anal? Obviously, if your
I mean,
dick
it's
falls into
obviously-
my ass, that is anal.
I think that's considered buggery.
But why is
The
Adam
loudest
coming out of my
people.
bathroom naked? And why is my ass?
Because not
naked?
everybody's afraid. Joe.
No, but like, why is my ass also naked and I'm right outside the door waiting for Adam
Well, that's
to trip?
for you to tell us.
Maybe I took my pants off because I got pee on them.
Maybe there was an accident of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you were really trying to, like, you were just hoping to get to the bidet as soon as possible.
But I didn't, so my pants are filled up all the way to the brim with poop.
My pants are filled up.
Oh my god.
And I come out because I don't want to put them back on. But I'm rock hard, and I trip and fall, and I'm so hard it just punctures right through your pants.
That seems like a common occurrence.
Jesus Christ.
And I get you pregnant.
Joe, are you excited for the Halloween party this Saturday?
Yeah. I guess I don't know. Yeah.
You don't sound excited.
Yeah, because I wasn't. I don't know.
Why aren't you excited?
I'm just not prepared for it.
It's your big event every year. You hold the Halloween party.
I'm just not super prepared for it. I have to go get some decorations. I've been busy, and I haven't had time to get everything I need.
Don't you keep the decorations from previous years?
I do, but I have to go buy some new stuff, like new tablecloths. I guess I don't need as many things this year because I can't serve food. I just found out last week.
Why?
They changed their rules this year that if I want to serve food, I have to use the caterer that they have, and I'm not paying them. Like, the cheapest option they had was like $10 a head.
That's bullshit.
I remember them doing that a while ago, actually.
Yeah, but they were like cooler about it. Like, I could just pay the bartender. Like, we pay the bartender a lot anyway because he gets a ton of tips. Like, he didn't enforce it, but I guess this year they have new management who are enforcing it.
So, there are managers for VFWs?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Isn't it just the veterans?
Yeah.
Are they in charge of it?
No, there's some event coordinator. My dad works there, so he's I don't know. He told me that we couldn't have food, and
Wait, your dad works there and he can't skirt the rules?
yeah, evidently, he was upset because he's
So,
just like, we pay
let's
them
just
so much
assume-
money in alcohol. Like, why do they even care about our food? Because we always clean up after ourselves and throw out everything.
Let's
so.
just assume for a moment that I bring a sandwich with me.
That's fine. I can't serve a platter of sandwiches. If you bring your own sandwich, there's nothing that.
Okay.
What if I bring my
so-
own pizza?
Right.
And
What
just
if we
leave it
pool
out.
money beforehand and give you money for pizza or something, and you happen to just bring pizzas
I can't, as the host of the party,
for all of us?
have
Right,
that.
but like that, they are our pizzas.
What
We
I'm
all
saying is, yeah, what if
contribute to them.
each of us walk in with one pizza?
Yeah.
I don't know. I asked my dad the same thing. Like, what are they really going to do? And he's like, I don't know. They might not let you have it next year. He's like, maybe you want to look for a new place next year.
All right. Well, fuck them next year then if they don't want
Yeah,
to.
The
seriously.
problem is, it's cheap. It's $50 to have the room, because that goes to the bartender, and then the bartender gets like
Can we
a shit ton
hold
of
a
tips.
pizza table outside?
Yeah, obviously, I think you could do that outside.
Sounds like we're
I
forming a
should-
conspiracy to Jew the VFW out of there.
Listen, I just don't want to be forced. Like, if I want to have food at my event, I don't want to be forced to use their caterer. Like, what if I don't like their caterer? What if I have a caterer that I enjoy? In this case, the caterer is the pizza store. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't want to be forced into it. And then the $10 a head thing, because I don't know how many people show up. It's always a question mark every year. And all they give us for $10 a head is deli meats and cheeses. And that just seems like a waste.
That is kind of a waste. Not even any buffalo wings.
No, Michelle, you should tip the bartender because it's not his fault. He's not the event planner or event coordinator, or whatever it is.
You shouldn't tip anybody for anything, but you can if you want.
You know
Well,
what? I'm
he
going to
makes
adopt that.
all of his money.
It's a
from
very
the tip.
Jewish
I don't
point of
care if
view.
that's what all of his money is. You shouldn't have to. That's stupid. And you shouldn't do
Well,
it.
yes, you
if
don't
you
have
want
to,
you
but
can
I don't
do
think
it.
you should stiff him on all of the drinks. Like, you could put a 5 in, a couple
Or
times.
not do any.
All right, you
and-
heard it here on the Lotus Cast. Don't tip.
Okay,
That's
well,
a very-
what Dave says.
That's a
'cause
very Jewish point of view.
No, it's not.
I feel like if you were the bartender, Dave, you'd be like, "Why don't people tip more?" I feel like that's what you would naturally say.
Okay, no.
Oh boy.
That's kind of the opposite of how I've always been about
Joe, you
that.
just opened up a can of worms.
Well,
saying you should tip is wrong. It's
all
just
right.
plainly wrong. It
Well,
defeats
if
the
I
purpose of
ever
tipping.
pay
It's just saying
you
you should pay
to
more for
be a
this.
bartender, and you're just like, well, there's this big tip jar and it's empty, we can refer back to this conversation.
Yes, you can, because I wouldn't want
You wouldn't want any
tips. Because they should be tipping me. If they should be tipping me, then I should be just getting paid more.
So you would turn down all of those tips that people are trained to tip with their drinks. You would turn them all down because you said I should be getting paid more?
I didn't say that you can't receive tips or can't give tips. I said you should be telling people that they have to or should.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Okay. Continue. Inhumans is bombing badly, correct?
I heard it was.
Have you watched it? Has anybody watched Inhumans?
Yeah,
No.
I've watched it.
No.
Good? Bad?
It's not as bad as the reviews say. It's on Friday night, which is an awful time slot. But I thought it was like a fun watch.
You thought it was good?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of hokey. It's definitely not the best Marvel's done. There's a lot of hokey bullshit, but I enjoy watching it.
I remember Ed and I had a discussion last week that you were supposed to root for the people on the show that are like oppressing people and not for the guy leading the revolution against the systematic oppression.
Yeah, the hero of the show is the king, who has like a caste system where everyone is born into, and they have to do that their whole lives. But the villain is the one trying to set everyone free. But I guess to set everyone free, he wants to kill everyone on Earth so they can take over the Earth.
So he's an anti-hero?
I don't know what he is. I get that's part of why it's kind of stupid, like hokey bullshit. Because I don't know.
Yeah, like who are you supposed to root for? Like, if we root for the hero that they're trying to make you root for, you're rooting for the caste system and
Yeah.
everyone to be slaved into
Right,
whatever,
but I mean,
level.
that's an anti-hero then. That's just like, that's Walter White. That's Breaking Bad. That's like several other different stories with anti-heroes.
But there's
The
no
Punisher.
there's no hero in the traditional sense, because then the other side of the
Yes.
coin is that, well, you need to.
There doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, but the show sort of sets you up as like everyone should be slaves, but at least everyone's alive. That's who you should be rooting for.
I think what eventually is going to happen is that they'll kill the guy who was trying to, well, maybe not kill him, I don't know, but they'll stop him from taking over the normal humans. But the good king will somehow be convinced to end the caste system, and everyone will become
I just
free.
realized I don't care. I don't think I'm ever going to watch
Why
this
did
show.
you bring it up then?
I thought it was going to be interesting, and it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound too interesting.
It sounds really bad.
It definitely ties in with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So
That's bad.
if you haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there'll be a lot you're missing out on.
That's really bad.
but you
Yeah,
know,
there's just, again, too many Marvel things. I can't bother with the TV shows.
what about the that new Marvel series that's coming out on Hulu?
What's that?
There's no way I'm gonna watch it.
They just released a trailer for it. I forget the name of it. Runaways or something?
Isn't that a movie about Joan Jett?
It is.
No, it's on Hulu. That's the name of the TV show from Marvel.
I didn't hate that movie.
Yeah, I didn't hate that movie either. Based on the Marvel comic superhero team of the same name. Do you guys know anything about the Runaways?
I'm
a
little runaway.
Anchor in chat says it doesn't really tie in with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's no crossover of characters. Yeah, the characters don't cross over, but the whole situation...
girl living fast.
The whole situation is set up by Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with all the humans and Inhumans on Earth.
Matt, I have mentioned to you that I've never heard that song on the radio. Heard it on the radio 2 days ago.
Did you
I
really?
was pumped, yeah.
Mm.
It was sick.
Pretty great Bon Jovi song right there.
Yeah, it's the only good one.
It's a really great song. Have we ever
About like a
discussed that on the show?
13-year-old like running away to bang Bon
Yeah.
Jovi. Yeah. I think we have actually a few years ago.
The last verse of that song is my favorite.
Where it's just nothing. It's not singing.
Joe, can you pull up Runaway by Bon Jovi really quick? In this song that his producer was like, listen, we're going to do something. Nobody's ever done this before. We're going to really need you. What is that?
I don't know. There was some flame at the start of it.
All right. So I need you to
Just the
go
wind.
to where you think the last verse, or the last chorus, rather.
I don't know where that is.
Oh, I forgot when we play music, we can't hear Joe.
No, we can't hear you.
Oh, I don't think. Right here, this is it. Like Bon Jovi
The
can't hit
best.
this note.
It's not a note.
Say-
It's not a note.
How long do you think he practiced to hit that note?
It's not like, even how he practiced. I think they just like, hey, you know what would be cool? Like it was a last minute. We're
The
gonna
80s
do
are happening. Just make a noise.
John, what you need to do is I need you up here, okay? You're singing here, but I need you up here, okay? You can hit it. I know you can. He's like, I just you're not gonna understand what I'm saying, man. Just you got this. Don't worry about it. And he just gets up there, and he's in such a like high pitch that he can't even form words. Like there are no words. If you listen to that, he's just.
It's like that first time you try to scream like a girl after your voice changes. Yeah.
I love that. So the first time that, because I think I heard that song so many times, and then I was just driving for work one day, and I was really listening to it. You know, like you've heard a song a million times,
Yeah.
and then there's that one time, the million and one time.
We
like,
talked about it when we were doing the show in the garage. Because I was like, I mentioned that it was like the only Bon Jovi song I like. And we talked about it for like 20 minutes.
So you can't even say the words.
It's great.
You can't, but Bon Jovi
best.
can.
No, you can't.
It was in the song. You should hear to listen again. Wait.
All right, I'll listen again. I've heard it.
I do love the song, so I will listen to it.
See right there. He said run away.
Like, what did he say? What did he say?
He said the same thing that they're saying.
He said night away. Like he was like, night away. Oh, Bon Jovi. Boy, he's had a rough career, huh?
Matt, do you see that
Nobody
comment in
respect-
chat? I remember you showed
What's
that.
that?
You showed that to me. Back in Black.
Oh yeah. We did that one on the show, I think.
Oh, we did that one a long time ago, yeah.
Oh, we did that on the show?
Did we do that on the show?
I thought we did that one on the show.
I thought it was off the air.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It was while doing a show,
Was it?
or at least like before or right after one.
It wasn't. I don't think it's Back in Black. It's Highway to Hell.
Well, all AC/DC songs are the same song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Back in Black, though. Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, it's not.
I mean, my favorite is Interstate Love Song, where he's feeling like a ham and mustard shake.
I like to feel like a ham and mustard shake. Would you ever eat a ham
I
and
don't
mustard?
actually know what he says.
Like, if I gave you a ham and mustard shake, would you eat it?
Yes, only because of that song.
That's not true because Dave once said he wanted a savory drink, and then I gave him a thermos full of chicken stock, and then he didn't drink it.
Wasn't it beef stock?
No, it was chicken. And that I do enjoy drinking like chicken broth, but I just wasn't in the mood then.
That's why it was in a thermos, so that you could have a hot drink all day.
I like Bruce Springsteen getting wrapped up like a douche.
Oh, wrapped up like a douche. Sent a runner through the night.
Manfred Mann?
Another N-word in the night.
That's not right.
Oh.
I've been married for 10 years, guys.
Yeah, I saw, and I was happy that you liked my comment on it.
You know, anytime that comes up, like, it just makes me happy. And it never got responded to. This was like years ago. Joe's friend, Sam.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say swap anymore because
Yeah. I just sent her she accepted my friend request on Facebook, and I just sent her a message that said swap. And never.
I think
never said anything.
I think you got defriended.
No, I think we're still friends.
Are you? Check right now.
Yeah. Did she unfriend me?
wait, why would you?
Why are you grinning about it?
Why did you say check right now, as if you just defriended him from
just
her
made it
account?
happen.
I did. I made sure that she defriended you.
Why? would you do that?
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. It's too much work.
Oh yeah, we're not friends anymore. I'll send her a friend request.
Just so you could message swap.
Swap?
Did you know if you killed your wife on your wedding day, you'd be out in 10 years?
Well, 10 years after the conviction, which I assume would be a couple years later.
It would be. Yeah, the big 10 years, man. 10 years. We've been grinding away at this.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like you're supposed to like cover yourselves in like tinfoil or something?
You know,
candle
tinfoil
wax.
or aluminum is actually the ceremonial gift.
Is that this one? There's like all sorts of fucking.
So should
I know.
I send a message to our Halloween party to just bring in tinfoil for you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, Rochelle and I decided to do that like a while ago, like a few years ago. We're like, you know what? When we go to pick out our gifts for each other, they have to fall in line with whatever the year it's got to be.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems
Oh
lame.
man, you guys are grandparents already.
Yeah.
Well, we figured, you know, like it'd be fun to kind of just try to find fun, interesting gifts that are like made of copper.
Is it one of
Like
those
the year
things that it seemed like a good idea the first year and then you hated it every year afterwards?
No, it's been fun. Like this year, she bought me a tin cup that says "Happy."
I made up
10
tin.
years.
It's really tin.
Yeah,
I
it's
totally
tin.
made that up.
No, it's absolutely tin.
Guess.
It's
That's
tin
funny.
or aluminum. You get either or. It's
I
tin
can't
or
believe it.
aluminum.
I believe it's
How did I guess that
aluminium.
correctly?
Huh?
I believe it's aluminium.
Yes,
No.
Aluminium.
Only
I'm
in
sorry.
Europe, you fucking asshole, Joe.
Yeah, we just.
They
gave-
say aluminum way cooler than we do. Aluminium is a way better word.
No, it's not.
Everybody knows it. You should have got like
America's way
pizza
better
or
than
something and wrapped
everything.
up one slice of pizza in some foil. Here you go.
Oh,
That's what I would do.
here's what you get.
For the 10
Dish.
anniversary, you should get her a present on Tinder. Wah, wah.
It's really. I'm just gonna let you sit with that one, Adam.
Yeah.
You sit over there.
Ooh,
that
you guys
filth.
could watch or like
no.
Rin Tin Tin. There you go.
Ooh, it's not a bad idea. It's terrible. This is all terrible. We should end.
I think the price of tin has gone up, so you should stick with aluminum.
Aluminium.
Well, yeah. My gift was.
Just give her a bag of empty cans.
You can cash that in.
Yeah. Buy yourself something nice, sweetheart.
Took me all weekend. Gather all these cans for you.
Wait, so she got you something nice and you got her something dumb? Is that what you're saying?
No. My gift hasn't arrived yet. I
You
don't
can
wanna see
be
it's
out
late?
like on the side of a highway collecting cans
What
and just post a picture on Facebook getting my wife's anniversary present. So
Why?
everybody will like it.
Why don't you have it on your anniversary? Like it's late.
Yeah, it hasn't come yet. I've actually had a lot of issues getting this thing put together. It's been a pain in the butt. But life's life, man. I like you're offended for her.
I am. It's not like you didn't know this was coming. Like you could
No,
have,
I
you could have had it
I knew
ordered
that it was
months
coming.
ago.
I just it's not ready. It's not done yet. I don't have it. What are you doing?
I was just saying, yikes.
Why did you mouth it? Why didn't you say it?
I did say it.
It's a weird word to mouth.
After you just looked into the camera and went like you mouthed yikes.
It's really hard to mouth that word. How do you mouth a K sound? How do you like pretend to make a K sound without actually making it?
I don't know. I didn't even notice
Try
it
to
until
do it.
Matt pointed it out.
How do you become the gayest person every time I see you?
What are you talking about?
Just become more of a homosexual.
I can't like mouth a K
Let me
sound.
see. Go ahead.
I've been trying.
Try it at home.
Yeah, all of our listeners try to mouth a K sound without making any sound. You can't do it. Yeah, like how do you do it?
Joe was able to pull it off.
Evidently, I didn't notice.
You could be saying anything.
I thought he was just disparaging me.
Just mouth a hard C.
Yeah.
That's why Joe could do it.
All right. Should we wrap up? Is there
Joe.
anything else?
Joe, just mouth my hard C.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah, do it.
I got nothing.
You got no final thought?
I mean, my final thought is that I've had a terrible week at work where I've
What's going on, buddy? What's happening?
so busy. So we replaced the counter.
Yeah.
Got rid like all new counters. So I've had like
Are they
a
granite?
million people in my store, like assembling and like telling them what to do, like go move this, do that, and it's just been super super hectic. And I have to have it all done, everything like put away and nice, because tomorrow we get to have like a 10 or 13 table wine tasting in a store
Ooh.
that's too small.
Nice.
So it's just fucking, I'm not excited for where I'm going to put these people.
Are you going to call out sick?
No.
Do they ever open both registers?
Only before holidays.
I don't think I've ever been in there and had another register besides the one.
Yeah, it's only like the day before Thanksgiving, like around Christmas, like super busy times. But I mean, once in a while we'll have the second one just because one of them's not working all of the time, so we can just swap. But
What about
yeah.
that counter on the other side?
Though that, I mean, they're all gone now. But that one, I don't even know when that one worked or what. But yeah.
How come you guys didn't turn it
don't-
into like Amazon store where you can just walk out with stuff and it charges you automatically?
Because that's not how a liquor store could
I don't
possibly
know
function.
if you guys work with generally awful people.
Oh, today I had an autistic lady come in, a customer, right? She was just like screaming on her phone at her mom or something, and she kept like with a horrible lisp and like speech impediment, and she was like yelling at her mom about how like she is like dying or something, and kept telling like reminding her mom that she's autistic, and it was hysterical because like I'm not just saying she was autistic, like she kept yelling it. It was awesome. But yeah, I do work with some terrible people.
Yeah, so I have these like I work with mostly women, mostly females work in my place of business. So there's been these two girls that have not got along in the past, and one of the girls recently got married, and with her like planning her wedding and kind of she needed some extra days off, so the girl that she was feuding with kind of took advantage of the fact like, oh, you need the time off, I want more hours. So they kind of made amends and like started being friendly and covering, shifts and stuff. So the girl got married last minute. Like she was kind of planning something, but then last minute was like, okay, we're going to pick this day. And they like her and her husband both work at the at where I work. And they both called out sick and got married spontaneously. And, the girl that she was feuding with covered the shift, right? So they come back and, like, after everything, the wedding has happened, blah, blah, blah. the girl who got married was like, "Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. Here's $50." So not only did this girl get to cover the shift for the girl getting married and get overtime, but she also got an extra $50 on top of that. So the girl who, got the $50, covered the shift and everything. Well, I overheard her in the break room talking to another person. She was like, "Oh, so-and-so just gave me $50 for covering her shift. Oh, wow, that's really nice of her to do that. She's a really nice person." No, she's a stupid fat cunt. Like, why? Why? This person has literally just done all of this nice stuff to you, and you can't get out of your own way of being a shitty person.
Yeah, and why are you sharing that with another coworker anyway? Like, regardless.
Just didn't understand it. Like, they're just so fucking stupid.
Like, when is it ever appropriate to say that to somebody else, like, that you work with? Like, I don't understand.
Well, I think they're kind of friends. Like, they hang outside of work, so I could see them having that type of conversation if they didn't like somebody.
Yeah, but that other person has to work with this person who is a
Right.
stupid fat cunt as well.
Is she a stupid fat cunt?
No, I don't think so. I mean, she's large, but I don't think she's stupid or a cunt. I mean, she gave her an extra $50. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I mean, you think if you got an extra $50, like, not only did you get these extra hours, you got your overtime, and then somebody's like, "Hey," you didn't even know it. Like, that wasn't part of the agreement. They're just like, "Hey, I really appreciate what you did.
Yeah.
Here's $50." You'd be like, "Wow, that is a really nice thing for somebody to do."
Maybe she was just joking.
Maybe. I mean, I guess there could have been that context that I didn't.
Possibly.
It's like if someone waves you into traffic and then you flip them off. That's pretty funny.
People who wave people into traffic are terrible people. They're trying to cause accidents.
I guess it depends on the situation, but yeah.
No, it's always bad. Don't do it. Stop doing it. Stop waving people into traffic. Adam, do you have a final thought, buddy?
I thought it was funny. Did you see the box of corn pops? They were saying it was racist because the brown corn pop was the janitor.
I did see that.
I did not see that.
I didn't see that.
Literally one person complained, and Kellogg's published an apology. Which I don't even get it, because custodian is a very respectable job. It's hard work.
Well, look at what happened with Ghostbusters, the female Ghostbusters. Leslie Jones was the subway worker, not the scientist.
Well, that's because she's brown.
Yeah, but that's like literally the exact same thing.
I completely respect Leslie Jones as a subway
I
cleaner.
don't think you respect Leslie Jones at all.
No, I don't respect her as a comedian.
But as a subway worker who fights ghosts, she's fine.
Well, that's her place. Not fighting ghosts.
Yeah, those are Adam's people.
I'm standing up for them.
Wait, so I don't get it. Are you offended by it? Are you happy that they got in its place? What is your take on this?
I just think it's funny
Oh, okay.
that someone
is pretty
complained
funny.
about it.
It's funny to me that they made the brown corn pop anyway. Like, what? Why are they
because there
animating
isn't
corn pops?
There aren't brown corn pops to begin with. They're all the same color.
No, sometimes you get a brown one in there and it's like extra hard.
But yeah, why would you promote that?
I
Like,
know.
that's not.
That's
what
like,
the corn pop
there's
should be.
there's a stale corn pop in here.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you promote
It's
that
like
as
if
a thing?
McDonald's advertised like the shitty fry, like the overcooked, like stale French fry.
The one that makes like the next 12 fries taste horrible.
Right.
By the way, fuck McDonald's. Small fries aren't $1 anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
they
wasn't going to
changed
say fuck
their
McDonald's.
whole-
I went to McDonald's before the show today, and they have on Thursdays buy one Big Mac, get one for $1.
Is that like a local deal?
No. It's
Sounds like a good deal.
But now like McDoubles are almost $2. Small fries aren't even $1
All
anymore.
right, I just saw
It's
the
like, man,
photo.
what's the
I
fucking
mean,
point?
it is weird. Like all of the other corn pops are yellow, and there's just one brown corn pop, and it's a janitor.
Yeah.
I can't even find him in the picture.
Yeah, you can. He's right there being a janitor.
And look, they're letting him listen to his headphones while he cleans the floor.
Well,
probably rap.
we don't know if that's been approved though.
He's doing hard work there.
Joe, do you?
Yeah, like, what are the other corn pops doing? Like, what?
Why
Why
there,
is this one guy like standing on spoons?
Why are there
You know
two
what?
corn pops that are dressed up in like shorts?
does.
Why is one corn pop shopping for other corn pops?
He does stand out like a sore thumb. Like
Because he
he's
looks
not-
sad too.
Yeah, he's kind of like he's depressed.
The two corn pops with the cameras are the Asian corn pops.
They're not squatting to take pictures. I
They're
don't
totally-
believe it. One corn pop has shoes.
Why is that corn pop on spoon stilts trying to walk down an escalator?
Yeah, I
That
don't
doesn't seem
understand that.
safe.
No, but honestly, the most concerning part of this is the one corn pop that is shopping for other corn pops. Is he going to eat them?
He does look like
Let
an
me see
old
this.
like grandpa corn pop who was just eating like kid corn pops.
Maybe he's gonna adopt
Wait, where's
them.
that corn pop at?
He's at the top of the
The
escalator.
shopping corn pop?
He's right next to the spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh.
shopping cart full of corn pops.
Are maybe those are his kids?
And look, there's a corn pop enjoying a bidet in the fountain.
Whoa, Uncle
That's true.
Willie's corn on a stick? That's a little suggestive.
What? And there's one corn pop hiding under the escalator.
Yeah, I saw that too. He looks sad. That's the Tom
No,
Hanks.
they're playing whack-a-mole with corn pops.
Yeah, they're just bashing each other.
Why does that corn pop have an L on him? What is he?
Some of them have letters, like the one skateboarding down the thing has an E.
Oh yeah, that one has a Z. Maybe that's like a game you're supposed to find the letters. Is this on the box? Is that what this is?
There's a corn
Yeah.
pop getting a haircut.
Yeah.
What's with those gears in that window? Like, what is the purpose of the gears?
There are numbers on them, so I assume there are numbers involved in this
Well,
game.
there's a little puzzle. It says if gear 1 turns clockwise, in which direction do gears 2, 3, and 4 turn?
Oh. If all these other corn pops are successful, which one is unsuccessful?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet the brown corn pop, I bet he doesn't have any debt. He probably goes home and has a happy life.
You know what? He probably does start his day with happy wife, happy life.
He's wearing pants. Nobody else has pants.
That's true.
And a hat.
No,
There are
there's
some
those,
that have shorts.
the
He's
shorts
actually the
ones.
He's a very fully clothed.
Well, I'm boycotting Kellogg's now.
Because you think they should have left it on there.
No.
It is weird that corn pops would eat corn on a stick.
Uncle Willie's corn on a stick.
Well, isn't it? It's like the Chips Ahoy commercials where they're eating the cookies that can talk.
Joe, final thoughts?
Or the Cheez-Its, you know, like the big Cheez-It commercials with the cheese that's a wheel and they're waiting to see if he's ripened so that they can eat him. But he's
What is there a
he's alive.
ninja supply company?
Yeah, are they selling ninjas?
There's literally no other ninjas in this picture.
I mean, how would you see them? They're ninjas.
Oh, that's a good point.
Go ahead, Joe.
What was I going to tell you?
Something about
Oh.
Cheez-Its.
No. Tomorrow is Stranger Things coming back. Is anybody else going to be watching that tomorrow night?
Nope.
I don't know that I'll be watching it tomorrow night, but I'll watch it.
It's getting really good reviews. It says that it almost lives up to the hype.
It is.
Lots of bad shows get good reviews.
But Dave, you haven't seen it, so how do you know it's not a bad
No, I haven't.
show?
I'm not saying it is bad or isn't. I'm just saying that lots of bad shows get good reviews.
Well, such as?
Like most of them.
I'm in the money.
Does it have a gay character?
Yes, the most popular one.
Does it have a black character?
Yes, the least popular one.
Does it have a Muslim character?
No, they didn't have Muslim in the 80s.
That's... The show isn't diverse enough for me. I'm not watching.
I did notice. I watched. Adam was telling me about this last week that Legends of Tomorrow was adding a Muslim character, which they finally added this week. But she looks like just a regular white woman, and I had no idea she was Muslim until like later in the episode, and she's like, "I'm Muslim."
And did they?
I mean,
I didn't watch this week. Did they call her ISIS?
They didn't.
I mean, her name is ISIS.
I know, but like they don't call her that. So I think maybe that changed, but it was just weird that they're just like all of a sudden she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Muslim." Like,
Yet, does anyone bring up the fact that in season 2 they prove the divinity of Christ in the show?
No, they're not going to bring that up.
No one says, "Hey, we found Christ
And the blood of Christ, and
it's real,
and it's real."
Sorry
yes.
to break it to you.
And there was a mythical Christ staff that changes reality. Yeah, no, they're not going to bring that up.
Matt, final thought?
I have 2 final thoughts for you this week. First final thought, story of the year. They released a new song to the public today called Bang Bang. I pre-ordered the album, so I've had it for a couple months now. It is phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear the album. Really excited about it. Love me some story of the year.
mm-hmm.
My second final thought is I highly recommend you go watch Brawl in Cell Block 99, starring Vince Vaughn.
Is that new?
It is. It's from the writer and director of Bone Tomahawk, which I'm a huge fan of.
Mel Gibson.
And you should definitely go into it without watching a trailer. Go into it blind. It's a lot of fun.
Just watch the trailer.
Brawl in Cell Block 99. That's it. That's all I got for you. That's all I got for you, big shooter.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I'm also tired.
So I
ice
guess
cream.
what, you want to take a break and then come back?
Yeah. It's a good joke.
Whatever you want to do, Joe. You decide.
Let's
You
take
want to go watch some cats?
let's take a break and see you next week.
Can I sing a song?
Dr. Katz?
Watch some cats.
I don't
I could
wanna
watch
watch
some
cats
cats right now. I
because
haven't watched
I don't-
cats.
I've never had a cat before, but one of his cats needs a lot of attention. Like he just wants to sit on me all the time. Is that a normal cat
Dr.
behavior?
Katz is one of my favorite cartoons.
Guys, we are the Lotus Cast. Listen to us live on Strange Label every Thursday night, 9 to 10:30.
Now it's time for So Long, but we'll play just one more song. Thanks for
Who
doing
just
your
breathed like
part.
that?
You
Whose
sure
breath
are
was that?
smart.
I thought that was the fire of the song that Joe's about to play.
With
It is.
me and you and my friend
Oh.
Joe, we can molest anyone that we want to molest.
Cool.
Fucking Adam Rogers over there. Guys, until next week, go fuck yourselves. Wow. Damn. Burn down.
On the street where you live, girls talk about their social lives. They made a lipstick, plastic, and flame. Such a shame in their eyes. All your life, all your best friends, your daddy gonna talk to you. But you would live in another world, trying to get a message through. No one heard a single word you said. You should have seen it in your eyes. What was going around your head? Ooh, she's a little runaway. Daddy's coming fast. All the things he couldn't say. Ooh, she's a little runaway. Different light every night, guaranteed to blow your mind. I see you out on the streets, calling for a wild time. So you sit home alone, 'cause there's nothing left that you can do. pressure's on.